Welcome to the Null Design channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create an abstract nest animation concept in Cinema 4D, just like the one you are seeing now. We'll dive into creating organic core rotation and rings with a wavy effect. Let's jump right in. The starting scene features a core geometry crafted from a slightly modified platonic primitive. For the core, you may select any geometry you prefer, but ensure it has a dense topology to support smooth deformation. By applying the displacer deformer, we can modify the core's surface to achieve a more natural organic appearance. Let's proceed with creating the rotation animation for the core. Ensure its axis is correctly positioned, because it will influence the upcoming motion. The easiest method to create organic animation for the core is to place it inside the fracture object and apply a MoGraph shader effector, which will initiate its motion. Ensure the shader effector appears in the effectors field of the fracture object. If not, drag and drop it there. Apply the settings to the shader effector as shown in the tutorial. These settings will allow the shader effector to generate a smooth organic rotation by adjusting the noise parameters and rotation values for a dynamic effect. Preview the animation to confirm the core rotates naturally as intended. Next, let's focus on creating the first ring geometry and its wavy animation. To minimize distractions in the viewport, hide the fracture object for now. Add a null to the scene and set its shape to circle. To make it more distinctive in the viewport, parent the null to the cloner and set up the cloner using the configuration provided. Let's create the first ring geometry using the cloned null objects. Add a tracer and the circle to the scene and parent them to the sweep. Adjust this object settings as illustrated in the tutorial. These settings will define the ring's final geometry by configuring the circle object as a profile, swept along a B-Spline curve generated by the tracer object. To create a wavy animation for the ring geometry, apply a MoGraph shader effector to the ring node's cloner. Ensure it appears in its effectors field. If not, drag and drop it there. Set up the shader effector with the settings shown. These settings will configure the waves shader to drive the position-based animation of the ring's null object nodes, using a time-dependent noise pattern for a dynamic wavy motion. Play the animation to verify the ring's random wavy motion effect. Next, let's add more rings and animate them to complete the entire design concept. To create multiple rings, parent the ring node's cloner to a new cloner. Configure the new cloner using the demonstrated parameters. As you may have noticed, by using the ring's cloner, cloning was applied to the nulls alone, not to the ring geometry. And if you play the animation now, everything looks completely broken. Let's fix this. Go to the Object tab of the tracer. Remove the current value in the trace link field and drag and drop the ring's cloner there. Change the handle cloners field to immediate clone. Play the animation. Now the setup works better, but all the ring animations share the same pattern. To resolve this, go to the noise shader of the waves shader object and change the space field to world. Preview the animation again to confirm that each ring's wavy animation now features a unique pattern and moves randomly. To make the animation amplitude of the ring cloners spread out gradually from the core to the outermost ring, add a spherical field to the waves shader and apply the settings as demonstrated. Make the fracture visible again to view the entire concept as a single cohesive design. A primary advantage of creating wavy animations for the rings in the way explained is that the resulting setup is fully flexible. By adjusting the clone count of both cloners in the scene, we can easily modify the animation's complexity, making this configuration highly versatile for a wide range of project needs. That's it for today, all the best and see you in the next tutorial!